Don't even get me started about rookie mistakes. I could sit down and tell you a hot 10 mistakes I made on one weekend when it came to rookie mistakes with maintaining my own car when I was younger. Oh, it is on. Well, that's a plus. Cue the age jokes because of the hairline or lack of facial hair, but hey, what can I do about that? Nothing. I'm Alex, Alex.fi on the electronic album site, and today we're talking about rookie mistakes you've probably made or are going to make when maintaining your vehicle. Roll the intro. There still isn't an intro for this series.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not. I don't believe you. Not even for a second. Anyway, if you're looking for aftermarket wheels, tires, or suspension, check out fitmentindustries.com. We have just about everything by now, like coilovers, air suspension, wheels, and even windshield banners. Oh, sweet. Go check out the site after the video. We kind of want you to watch the whole video though. YouTube algorithms and all that. We just go to the site after the video. Maintaining cars can be hard and rookie mistakes are pretty easy. So you can see how there's a lot of topics you could talk about here. But let's start off with likely the most common rookie mistake when trying to maintain your car, and that's assuming that the previous owner told the truth on maintenance records but not provided any sort of maintenance records when you actually bought your car. I'm sorry, but no. The one guy that has his 2003 Subaru WRX on Craigslist for $3,000 may not be inherently looking out for the best interests of you. He may have fibbed about that oil change or valve cover adjustment. Verifying that information with actual maintenance records is extremely important. And if they don't have it, but they swear, and the other two, that it was done, you may just want to go check out Carfax because they'll be able to see it on there, at least for the most part. Then people get into if people actually report it. But if they don't have it, then you're gonna just have to assume that they probably didn't do it. Even if they do have the records, you're gonna wanna give it a glance over once you're underneath the car and you can actually double check that they did the maintenance the right way. There are too many times where there's maintenance records up the wazoo and you just automatically assume that, well, yeah, the valves have to be done and adjusted because he gave me a Bible of receipts. And then you look at the receipts and they're all oil changes. Oil changes are good. Timing changes are better. Maintaining your car can be a pain in the booty butt. My 4-year-old niece taught me that this past weekend. But actually doing the maintenance properly is even more important. There's nothing worse than someone that guesses when they are working on their car. I mean, guess what? Probably wrong. Don't guess, you could just research. It takes about 10 minutes to learn that your oil change actually involves 4 drain points instead of 1. You'd be shocked at how common that is, especially with the Euro cars, by the way. Multiple, 4 on the 996 platform. Another rookie mistake with maintaining your car is not understanding the type of maintaining when you buy aftermarket modifications. Most importantly for us, because we just happen to sell wheels, tires, and suspension, are the wheels, tires, and suspension from your boys. Things like asymmetrical tires, directional tires are extremely common, we'll call them moments, oh, I have to buy that, moments, when the rotations can't happen like normal tires or result in replacement faster. Buying floating spoke wheels is just asking for you to hate your life and your fingernails, since dirt can actually sit in between the spoke and the lip of the wheel. It's honestly the worst possible thing in the world. It's a little bit of a first world problem, but it's still terrible. Suspension mistake is not prepping those coilovers or air suspension components prior to winter and then just praying nothing seizes up on you when it's negative 30 degrees outside. Listen, I get it, but coming from the dudes that do the wheel, tire, suspension thing every day, you should probably just spend the 10 minutes, maintain them every once in a while to make sure they are ready for the upcoming season. This is a good one. This is like a wholesome tip. It'll save you so much pain, I promise. Maintaining an expensive car can be an even bigger pain. I know that sounds pretty simple, but more expensive cars are often resulting in more labor and more work to do just the simple jobs. Ask anyone that's owned a B7 S4 and they'll scowl at you as you laugh about all the timing things that they have to deal with. But it's true with any more expensive car. Usually when we buy a more expensive car, we try to cut corners on things and try to do it ourselves or just try to, cut the corners. You're really just not meant to do that. There's some things that are just not meant to be in your cold, dimly lit garage, The entire long block rebuild is probably not something that you're gonna wanna do in there. When you're trying to maintain a vehicle, you should make sure it's actually something you're capable of doing, or just take it to a dealership and don't mess anything up. That goes for those people out there that are buying new cars and then try to tear the whole thing down, put it back together, they got a few parts left over, and then they're very concerned. In which case, I would probably be concerned as well. Another great mistake, which probably sits with the VW community just a little bit close, a little bit too close, is driving with a CEL or known problem. If you know what the CEL is, maybe it's because of a tune, or you could probably argue that in confession that it's fine, but most of the time CELs are due to something actually being wrong, and you putting tape over it doesn't doesn't actually fix the problem. I know, it's a shocking thought. Go hop on over to an auto parts store, ask to borrow their OBD2 scanner, and find out what's actually wrong with it so you can fix it. Fixing it when the issue actually occurs help the car not have additional issues. I'm looking at you Volkswagen owners. I see you, I know what you do, I did it before. Moving towards another good one, I would say is not putting your pieces back on your car when you're done working on it. Don't understand that, don't even lie to me. I have seen skid plates fly off cars because people don't do the little pieces back on because they blame that it's too hard. I'm not sure how that's too hard. You could just take longer than the half a second that you tried to like finagle it blindly. That's kind of a weird pose. We probably won't do that. I feel like that's more R-rated. Besides, if your car leaks, a skid plate actually helps you cover that up. I got you. Those covers help for those days with the poor weather and actually keep the underside clean and decent to work on so you don't curse in 4 different languages when you decide to replace an axle. It's the truth. Keep those covers on. The skid plates help. And actually just putting things back together after you're done working on the car or maintaining your car is a perk because now you know where to start when you go back into the manual days to take things apart. Speaking of axles, you probably assume that the only thing that has some sort of torque amount specified are your wheels, and that's not true. Research what those torque specs are for the stuff underneath your car because over tightening a bolt on an axle shaft and then you end up despising all decisions you have made leading up to that point because you forgot to do it in a star-shaped pattern, you have to take it apart. There's a lot of things underneath your vehicle that you need to have torqued correctly. Make sure you know those torque specs. Going outside of straight installation, a good rookie mistake is not using the right cleaning products for your car. Since we do the old wheels, tires, suspension, let's stick with that. Here's some good, quick rookie mistakes. PVD and true chrome aren't the same and can't use the same cleaners. A lot of times the cleaners in PVD cleaners versus actual chrome cleaners are very, very different, and the ones that are for true chrome can actually start eating away at the PVD. Forged, polished wheels need to be treated correctly. Don't use a blank microfiber on them to just wipe them off. If you're spraying them down, you'll end up scratching the piss out of them. You definitely don't want to do that. That's a car. That, my friends, is a 2015 Chevy Camaro 2SS with long tube headers, a tune, wheels, tires, but no suspension. Not yet. Painted wheels behave differently than polished as well. They don't take the same cleaning products. I know that's a shocker, but just because your thing is polished, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can use your standard cleaning products. You're wanting to figure out which sort of clear coat, or if you have a clear coat on your polished wheels, should you use for the appropriate cleaning stuff, because some of it eats away and some of it won't. There's a difference between tire shine and tire finish. We prefer matte tire finish since it soaks into the tire and it looks kind of restored versus the greasy one that looks like, you know, the tire shines do. But with that being said, don't put tire shine in the middle of your tires because you're gonna slip and then you're gonna die. Coilover threads prior to threading can be used with some light anti-seize. It works like a charm. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you wipe off any excess so that the dirt doesn't come attracted to it. And the biggest rookie mistake when maintaining the car is not maintaining it at all. Wow. Retoking your lugs after installing new wheels, anti-seize on the coilover threads, double checking that your new air filter is still snugly installed to that lovely little throttle body that you spent 3 hours attaching to it are all rookie mistakes. Pop the hood, drop a wheel and look over the things you replaced over time to ensure they're still performing as intended. Never hurts to stare, plus you can take a few photos and pretend that you're doing a ton of work when you post on Instagram when you're really doing like nothing. So what's the biggest rookie mistake that you have made? Drop a comment below and let us know what you'd like us to talk about next. And of course, if you guys are looking for aftermarket wheels, tires, or suspension, make sure to check out fitmentindustries.com. It allows us to keep making awesome videos like this. Plus, we have pretty much everything, and it's a low-key plug, but it's definitely not a low-key plug because I say it a lot. Seriously, we've got it all. It allows us to make killer videos like this, and if you're not subscribed yet, look at all the great content that you're missing out on. Anyway, I'm Alex from Fitment Industries. We hope you guys enjoyed this. We will see you later. I was gonna get louder, and then I realized I'm a changed man. We'll see you later.